see you. Well, I guess first of all, I mean, we talked about all year. The defense once again just came up huge.
Can't say enough about them, man. I mean, you know, they just hung tight, and you know, we knew they was going to give up some yards and things like that, and they played tough in the first half. It was because the offense just controlled the ball so much. I mean, we had the ball for like 18 minutes in the first half. Had long drives. The first drive was great. So our defense was fresh, playing tough, didn't let them get going. I think we caught maybe West Georgia sleepwalking a little bit, you know, at the start of the game. They spent some time on the beach the last two days, so, you know, maybe took them a while to wake up. And you know, so then the second half rolls around, and you know, they drive down and get the first score, you know, and then we turned the ball over on downs, you know, or, you know, went 3 and out, and they get another score, and we knew that they would. I mean, they're a good football team. I mean, they're the #1 team in the country, and, you know, they probably still are. They probably still are. They may not be ranked at, but they probably still are. And we knew that they was going to come back, and they fought back and gave it a great effort, and then, you know, we were able to just hold them off. We got the great drive in the fourth quarter, you know, long drive, and unfortunately, you know, bless his heart, Caleb Leach fumbles the dang thing in the end zone, or we score there and go up 2 scores, and we don't have to come down to the end, and maybe we're talking about, you know, a 35-26 win, but regardless, we got to win, and can't say enough about our players and our guys just hanging with one another.
Talk about what this means, just, I mean, for you personally, a win like this in your 3rd season. You know, brother, I'm just happy for our guys. You know, any emotion I have is just because I'm overjoyed that they're happy. You know, they put in a lot of work, and you know, we're not always, I guess, at the full force that a Gulf South Conference team is yet, because we are still just phasing in our program, and for them to compete the way they compete, man, I'm just proud of them. Talk about Cato, that first half. I mean, he was on fire. Offense was moving.
Offense was moving. You know, we were running the ball, throwing the ball. We had some good RPOs. We had some good design plays that were just designed that we thought would get some big plays, and sure enough, they did get big plays. We ran one play a couple times in a row where we hit Kenny, and we called it again. I said, I think it's time that they're probably going to jump Kenny, and I think Gabe's going to be wide open. And sure enough, Gabe was wide open for the touchdown, and you know, he had a great half. Man, it's a team victory. Whenever you can win a game 28-26 and you get a special teams score and you get defense set up another score, oh man, that's just huge. It's a huge team victory.
Coach, excuse me, how about the touchdown by Kirkland in the first half?
Unbelievable. You know, we put on the block. I don't know if we would have blocked it or not if he hadn't bobbled the snap, but he bobbled the snap, which gave us some more time, so luckily we did have the block on. So many times you see those snappers, they might bobble it, but you got a return set up so you don't get a chance to block it. We actually had the block on there and got lucky, and he bobbled a little bit, and we didn't even have to block it. We just, you know, we just got it away from the punter, and Tevin picked it up. You know, he was a high school running back, so he showed some skills there to find a way to get in the end zone.
Did the lightning delay have any effect, positive or negative, on your squad?
Well, I got to think positive, because they had a hell of a roll going. You know, they had 3 unanswered scores. They just scored. They were getting ready to kick off to us when we got the lightning delay. Started the fourth quarter, and we were able to go in and settle down our guys and say, listen, let's just forget this third quarter and just start this game over. You know, if anything, it's a blessing because we get a second chance to start the second half. So, you know, let's think about our adjustments again. Let's everybody calm down and come out, and let's finish this game. And I also told them, what more could you guys want? We're in a great position. We're up. We have the ball, and there's 13 minutes to go in the game. You know, what more could you want? You know, if somebody would have asked me that on Wednesday, if I would take that, hey, there's 13 minutes to go in the game, they're kicking off to you, and you're up by 2, I'd say, yeah, I'd take that. And you know, we had a great drive. Took off maybe 6 minutes off the clock. You know, even though we didn't get to score, it was a great drive to move those chains and eat up clock, and not only give them 2 more chances at it.
and now heading to next week. Now, I mean, you're share for first place. Everything's on the line now, Valdosta.
Yeah, share for first place right now. You know, we got to win next week, though. You know, and it's going to be tough. Valdosta State is Valdosta State. You know, they are who they are. They're a championship type of football team, obviously we have our work cut out for us. But I'm going to enjoy this tonight. I'm going to enjoy our homecoming. I'm going to enjoy our alumni, and we'll get back started in the morning.
You know, win streak going this weekend. You win today. You got to start looking ahead towards playoffs. How do you guys keep your head up?
We ain't looking ahead towards playoffs. We just don't know yet. I mean, I don't know that if we don't win Valdosta next week, I don't know if we get in. I mean, I don't know what this game's going to do for us. The regional rankings are the regional rankings. You know, it's some kind of crazy mathematical formula that I don't know how it goes. We were 9th, I think, this week, or 8th. I don't even know what we were this week, and I don't know how much this game is going to bring us up. You know, we only have 9 D2 games. Some schools have 10 D2 games, and they get extra points for having an extra D2 game. So, you know, I just don't know. We got to win next week, and but like I said, I'm going to enjoy this.
So many possible distractions in this game. Homecoming, senior day, all the implications. How are you guys able to maintain that focus? How are you able to keep the guys not be so pressured in a huge game situation?
Well, man, I think our guys thrive in huge game situations. I've never hid big games from them. You know, we did the same thing when we went to Charleston State and played in Dallas Cowboy Stadium, the 12th ranked team in the country, and we did the same thing. You know, I think the bigger the game, the bigger our guys step up. So, you know, bring it on. Let's have homecoming next week. Actually, it is homecoming next week. We're Valdosta's homecoming, so maybe we'll play big for them again. Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.